On our final episode of Season 2, enjoy a special compilation of our best moments, outlooks on life, and advice from each one of our guests. Are you struggling to see out of the darkness? To taking that first step towards what scares you most? In order of show appearance, see whose words draw you in. And remember, you can create the life you have always dreamt of, and more.
I was breathing. I was just happy to be breathing.
Yeah.
Live for the present. So you don't want to plan for the future. Well, you plan for the future, but don't worry too much about the future because it may never happen. So you might as well live in the present, do what you want to do now instead of waiting, because tomorrow's never given. If I can inspire other people with the story, just so they know that they can turn their lives back around, and yeah, you can do it.
You can do it. Your life can be turned one way, but you can turn it back.
Yeah.
Or not even back. You can turn it a different way and start a different chapter.
Yeah. And there's always coming back from it. So never self-doubt either. So believe in yourself. I did. I believed in myself.
Yeah. You're waiting to be happy someday, and you're not giving yourself permission to be happy. Even if your life is not perfect, to just be happy with those little moments. Had moments of just sitting on the beach and watching the waves, and instead of just sitting and watching the waves, I was sitting and hoping for my life to get better. We're not waiting for a perfect life. You have to kind of take those moments.
Your whole life will go by without you even seeing it.
Absolutely. Value the moment when you win your award, or you're on the front page of the New York Times, or when really the best moments are in life are sitting with your latte, your favorite latte when it's still hot, and just sitting in your place. And while the rest of the world may not be perfect, and you may still always will have problems in life, right? Yeah. We're always going to be trying to get back up. We need to just enjoy those moments with our latte.
3 advices. Okay. First is start writing, start journaling. Whatever is coming in your mind, okay, write it down. Make pointers, like this is the best part, this is the worst part, I want to get rid of this, I want to learn this. Okay. And then eventually you will come to a point that you will figure it out that this is exactly what I want. Okay. Second is you have to practice self-acceptance. Okay. You have to be okay with whatever happened. Okay. You have to let your thoughts flow. You don't have to suppress them. If you suppress them, you are going to bottle them up, and then it is going to cause anxiety and depression. Okay. Third is you have to practice positive affirmations. Every morning, whenever you're doing a shower or something, just look into the mirror and say, I'm the best. Okay. I'm the best. I can do anything. Okay.
To keep going, put their mind to anything that they can do. Diabetes don't stop them from doing what they want to do. And they control diabetes, and diabetes don't control them.
A lot of people don't follow their dreams all the time. They think they're too out of reach. They think they're way too far away. And then when they do have obstacles in their life, a lot of the time when people give up, or they think I'm going to stop here. But, you know, if you want something so true, you're just showing everybody just to keep going and to go and get it.
I hope so.
I used to be such a victim to everything going on in the world, and I am so happy to be free of that. You know, I operate more in the realm of being fearless, using my gift, using my voice, using my pain to tell people it's possible. Because if I can do it, you can do it.
We think a lot of things in life are impossible, but most of them, they really aren't.
I know, and I'm so glad that you are kind of doing this work to show people what's possible. Once you get on the hamster wheel of transformation, it's like, okay, what next? You know?
It definitely is a what next.
Living life with what's next.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
I look back on it, and I talk to people about it sometimes, and I say in a lot of ways it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I was so lucky. I was so unlucky in how it happened. I was so lucky to just survive it at all, and then so much luckier again that I got to sort of experience that and learn that life lesson with really no lasting side effects. It just gives you a whole new appreciation for life. You never know when it's your time. It very easily could have been mine that day, and turned me into a bit of a yes man. Because I used to be like the guy that was like, oh, I want to do that next time. I'll do it next time. I stopped doing that because you might not have a next opportunity. But yeah, that just shows you the power of what you learn going through something like that.
Yeah.
So again, just listen to us. Take our advice.
Trust us.
We've done it for you. We've done the hard work. Just go with it now.
Just trust us, please.
I talk about post-traumatic growth too. And post-traumatic growth, that occurs when you have been through an ordeal and learn how to manage it and manage yourself. And you can actually be better. You can actually have, more connection to yourself, more connection to your family, a better connection to nature, more spirituality. It's actually a leap.
The old you dies and then this new you is reborn. And it's when you go through something so traumatic, to move into this new person and to let go of the past, your eyes can open to experiences that and ways of looking and ways of thinking, and just a whole different kind of world just arrives sometimes after you've been through what you've been through.
It was hard to even wake up some days, of depression and things like that, when you feel like you don't even have anything to wake up for. I didn't really feel like I had any purpose or any direction. It felt like I was kind of got left behind in a way, and while everyone else is progressing, I'm just kind of falling back. I kind of felt like I was literally at the lowest of the low. So, and at that point, it felt like there was no going up. Yeah, now I'm studying. At the moment, I'm doing an access course, and I'm looking to go on and study graphic design. A lot of progress, from where I came from to now. And yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going.
You're a perfect example of, you said before, a lot of these things that you thought were impossible, and you're a perfect example of showing so many people that what you might think is impossible actually isn't.
In that you have to get out there and do something, and not just let your emotions or your past or whatever you've done define you.
We're here to live the fullest expression of who we are. And if we know deep down there's a choice we need to make that is going to be fulfilling for us, that doesn't meet the expectations of family or friends or society, then we have a choice. We decide to live a life which is a less than full expression of ourselves, but one that makes other people happy. Or we say, burst their bubble of what and who we are, but actually make a decision which is allowing us to be the fullest expression of who we are. And for some people, they say, okay, I am going to go down the road which is the road more travelled. I'm going to conform to other people's expectations so I can fit in, or I can go down the left-hand road, the less travelled road, which is, I say to them, sorry, I know that's what you want me to be, but that's not who I am, and feel the fear and do it anyway.
But bringing that awareness and really being able to fall in love with your own body, and like, saying genitals and sexuality being, one of the biggest places where we harbour most of our shame. Once we're able to really come to, fully accept and love that part of ourselves, it just enables us in our sexuality to have a lot more confidence in how we interact with other people.
It's learning to love yourself and, learning to be able to look in the mirror and just, appreciate what is looking, what you can see looking back at you. And I think that's hugely important. And I think it really does help then moving forward with, your partner or whoever you are intimate with 100%.
What I said, the miracles and the mystery.
Yeah.
And meaning in the mundane. How do you make sense out of an ordinary life?
Yeah.
How do you get inspired by everything that you see day to day? Everything that you see is an astonishing miracle. Alcohol and, whatever obsessive behaviors that we have in life can start to view that world through a different lens. And why do that? It's masking such a beautiful world that's out there. There's so much beauty and so much love in the world that I didn't want anything to affect that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the thing as well, is people don't realize how beautiful the world is.
People find it very hard to accept that was part of my cancer diagnosis. This wasn't how I had things down. Like, no. You do sit there and you think, why is this happening to me? My cancer for me was probably the most open experience I've had. It stripped me entirely of what I thought I was about in so many ways. Unfortunately, life sometimes throws that major, plenty of them, but sometimes that one major curveball which takes you so off the track, so off the path, and it's like, okay, this isn't anyone I thought I was. You just got to be who you are today. Yeah. Right? Whoever we are today, right now, is who we are right now. I was not meant to get breast cancer at 37, and then lockdown happens. I'm homeschooling. I'm going to chemo. Like, what? Are you kidding me? This was not part of my grand plan. Every single day life for me is a very beautiful thing, despite all of the pain. Yeah. And there is pain.